Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another moon ceremony, this time a full moon in Aries. And gosh, it's been quite the cycle since our last full moon together. I would love to know how you're doing. I would love for you to drop a comment and just share some of the themes that have been arising for you over these past few weeks. I know we had a uh, slight disruption in our typical flow because on the equinox, the fall equinox, our usual live ceremony was replaced by my equinox ceremony. So there's been a little bit of a rhythmic bump, and there will be some more to come. I'll talk more about that later, but it is one of my great joys to have these anchoring points where we all come together, whether live or in the replay, to really tune into this energy. So just in case you don't know me, I'm Safrianna Lughna, the Queer Spirit Guide, and we are going to do what we always do here by tuning into the current energy, taking some time to sit with our own intentions and put some energy towards that. I will do a little energy clearing for us all, and then I will lead a guided meditation, visualization, or experience for you to go in and connect with yourself and your guides. And then finally, I will draw a few cards for the collective. So, first and foremost, it has been a fiery time of change. When we last met, we were kicking off eclipse season, and then eclipse season closed out with the equinox, which was just a liminal space and time where so many new possibilities were making themselves known to us. And I know so many of us were really sorting our lives out in different ways. We were having new experiences. We were being brave and trying new things. We were getting curious about what could be possible ahead. And I know on my end, literally, I had a move. My spouse, I kind of moved in with Justin and I. Uh, we are scrubbing the house to get it on the market. I had some incredible spiritual experiences. There have been some really wild family things happening. It's just like change, change, change. There's been a lot of energy. And it's all been in favor of clearing things out. And so I'm wondering what's being cleared out for you, because we're going to spend some extra time today clearing, because with this Aries energy and it being a full moon, we've got the power of fire on our side and we've got the power of that cleansing full moon on our side. So we had our eclipse, our final eclipse of eclipse season, which represented a new beginning. And then we now are landing in this full moon in Aries, which is like, okay, burn it all away. Let that shit go. It does not belong to you anymore, whatever you determine that is, and step into your bold and fiery power. So, this is also a supermoon. So, supermoon just means that it's closer. So, I don't know. Sometimes I do feel like I feel the supermoon energy a little bit more because it is literally physically closer. Welcome, Tom. Nice to see you here live. So, there's just this chance for us here to step into the energy of fire, to embody the boldness of fire, to embrace what Aries has to offer us so that we can move with passion, with focus, with clarity towards our goals. And I love the timing of this because I actually just taught one of my elements of success lessons last week, and we kicked off the fire arc in this season's and elements framework. And it is this beautiful deep dive actually that I did into focusing our will. And then here with this full moon, it's like bringing that energetically home. So I love that the logical teaching side and the spiritual energetic side are coming together here. So my invitation for you as we move into setting some intentions is to consider, where are you stepping into something more assertively? Where are you being bold? Where do you want to take action, step forward with courage? Where do you want to self define yourself in a new way and let the passion for your goals speak? So you can go ahead and jot down in your notebook, and I'm going to do the same, an intention setting statement for this cycle. And it might be something like, In the coming weeks, I will, I commit to, I choose to, I lovingly let go of. And this is part of what I was exploring in that fire lesson, was really how our intentions need to have a statement behind them that we can actually act on and move forward with. So that's where language like I will, I commit to really empowers us. So go ahead and take some moments here to jot down your intention, what you will call in between now and our new moon ahead. And as always, you're welcome to share intentions in the chat, but this is a space where everyone can feel comfortable to be themselves without pressure of sharing. And as you continue to write down your intentions here, taking your time as much as you need, you might begin to notice that naysaying voice within that doesn't think this goal is possible for you, that isn't sure if you can commit to something. So I'm going to get our smoke cleansing going over here. Just notice what's arising for you as you move towards setting these intentions, as you imagine them coming true. I commit to soul courage and self-compassion here in the chat. Beautiful. Yes. That's soul courage to be authentically ourselves. That is a great energy here with this moon. So just also noticing as you set your intentions, you hold them again, any anxiety, any negative voice, any worry, any fear, any doubt. We're just going to be with them for a moment and breathe with them. As we move to cleanse. So breathing in your own natural way here. Allowing the inhale to pull in light, to pull in fire energy. Allowing the exhale to gently release, release, release. Any fear, any doubt, anything holding us back from stepping boldly into this Aries energy, embracing our passions, releasing, releasing, releasing anything that does not serve our evolution ahead as we move towards more self-compassion, courage, boldness, sharing our voice, our power, fighting for our cause, the cause of all of Earth. Releasing, releasing, releasing any tension in the body. Noticing any places of stuck, sticky, or stagnant energy in the body, and you might even wiggle it out. You might shake the limbs, shake your hands, your shoulders, bounce your legs, whatever feels good for you to move the energy through your body. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Just sensing energy passing through, moving through the body, fresh, effervescent. Again, maybe even connecting with the flame, the energy of the element of fire here with us in this full moon. Last night I did a shamanic journey and I met with some elemental fire spirits, and they were dancing as molten lava surged through me in healing waves, and it was just so incredible. So maybe if that feels good to you, if that feels nourishing to you, even allowing yourself here to connect down deep into the earth, feel that magma, that power of fire, elemental fire in the core of the earth. And as you inhale, pull that fire energy up and through. And as you let go, just releasing, releasing, releasing anything distracting you from this present moment, anything you're ready to let go. As we move into our time of visualization and activation here, I just want to remind you, or in case this is your first time joining me in ceremony, that these guided visualizations, meditations, activations, there is no one right way to receive them. So you may have images in your mind, you may pick up on smells, textures, tastes, shapes, objects, words. There is no right or wrong. You may know things, you may perceive things. Just know that however you're receiving it is right for you. And you don't have to follow along perfectly. You're allowed to have your eyes opened or closed, journal, get up and move, or lay down or be seated with your eyes closed. Whatever is right for you. But as always, we'll begin by simply returning to the breath, anchoring into the body here in this present moment. And as you breathe, begin to allow yourself to expand your thinking awareness down into the felt sense of your heart space, the breath rising and falling in the body, moving your energy through. And allowing a sensation of unconditional love to arise from within, perhaps recalling a recent loving moment with yourself, an animal companion, a loved one, or time in nature. And if nothing immediately comes to mind, you can imagine yourself surrounded by your favorite baby animal, allowing the sensation of love to expand in your chest, breathing and being here in this moment. We begin to open a portal in the heart. As the portal opens, you can sense a forest clearing with the beginnings of kindling for a bonfire. As you step through in your own time and way, I invite you to orient to this inner world, this forest clearing. Perhaps noticing if you can see the moon in the sky, noticing if there's any debris on the ground, if you can see other logs or materials to build your fire, because you know at once that that's what you're here to do. You are here to tend your inner fire. As you move forward, orienting to your space, taking in all there is to take in, you are approached by your helper or helpers for the evening. Notice if any ancestors, guardians, or guides arrive here. Noticing if any fire elementals arrive for you here. Noticing if any animal guides or spirits want to be here with you. Connecting to your highest self here, knowing that you are present with yourself always. You go to begin your rite, gathering with your team, gathering sticks and logs and materials to begin building your fire. Sensing the way you move through the space, building, building, gathering, gathering. And as you gather, each piece of wood, each piece of kindling is either something you're letting go of, something you're ready to burn and release to fuel your fire, to catalyze the energy of, to alchemize, or it's something you're bringing to burn, to release to the heavens, to the cosmos, to your team, to transmute in energy, to dissipate back to creation, to manifest your dreams, your goals, your wishes. What are you releasing and what are you calling in? What are you releasing and what are you calling in? Breathing as you move about, building this fire, noticing your body, your energy, your thoughts, your feelings as you take this time and space to tend within to this seed of passion, to this seed of creativity, to this time of your own inner warrior spirit, what you're fighting for, the life that you are here to create, to build. The energy of fire, this energy of both creation and destruction, spirit connecting with the all. Building your fire. Are you beginning to light it yet? Or do you feel like you need more time? Just noticing what's alive for you here, what's aligned in this moment. Do you want to keep building your fire or are you ready to light it? Dancing with what is here for you, being with what's right for you, just listening to your intuition, being guided by your spirit, flowing in and out of ritual with your team, feeling supported and held. What are you releasing? And what are you reclaiming? What are you claiming for your life? What are you rejuvenating in your life? What are you building this fire for? What do you need the fuel for? And it's time to add the fuel to the fire. Now is your opportunity. Whether you vocalize this in your space, in your mind, in your spirit, the rage, the sadness, the grief, the despair, the confusion, to release all of this, to hand it over to the fire, to let out whatever emotions need to be alchemized, that need to be felt, so that you can move forward in the highest alignment, breathing and releasing, breathing and releasing, breathing and releasing, adding fuel to the fire, breathing life into the fire, breathing life into your spirit. What are you building energy for? What is your passion? Listening, adding fuel to the fire, breathing and calling in, breathing and calling in, breathing and calling in. And then the moments of silence, watching your fire crackle, watching it build and connecting it to the fire within you, connecting to the fire within you in the silence, adding fuel to the fire. Breathing life into your fire, allowing your spirit to expand, allowing those dreams to come alive, to be lit up in the fire, alchemizing your wishes, watching embers rise, sparks move towards the stars, breathing life into your fire, fuel to your fire, life into your dreams and your desires. And now taking some moments to listen to any messages from your team. And regardless of whether you received a message or not, knowing that you are moving forward with the power of the flame within you, that you can tend this flame anytime, that you possess the power within you. You are an empowered, sacred, and sovereign being. You get to choose the path and go with the flow. And sometimes there will be a little chaos, a little destruction, but that too is the power of fire. Remember that you are walking here on the fire planet and that you have the power to move forward by your own design, by your own desire. Breathing, tuning back in as you stand before the fire or watching it burn, watching it alchemize, tuning back into your body, allowing this fire to integrate, allowing this fire to sink into your bones. Allow this fire to become so clear within your body that you can access it simply by looking within. Find that fire within and strengthen it now. Your guides assisting you, the fire elementals assisting you, the fire before you assisting you to strengthen this fire within. Breathing fuel into your fire, feeling your energy flow. And as you're ready, releasing this practice, giving gratitude to any ancestors, guardians, or guides assisting you tonight, releasing them with deep gratitude. And then releasing the fire, shrinking the fire down, allowing that energy to move into you, to become a part of your inner fire, because you are magical. You can do that. And then finally, giving gratitude to yourself, breathing in and being this energy, being the fire, feeling this energy within you, feeling the emotion that you may be feeling now or know you'll feel as you pursue your passions, your goals, your dreams, your desires, as you tend the flame within, allowing that feeling, that sensation to wash over you. Breathing it in as you turn back to the portal of the heart. And once again, step back through. And if the eyes are closed, gently blinking them open in your own time. And taking this opportunity to perhaps stretch, coming gently back into the body. And look around your space. And take some moments to jot down anything in your notebook that you would like to remember. Maybe your keywords of what you were releasing and what you're reclaiming or calling in. And as you take some moments to journal here, I'm going to shuffle my cards. All right. So I'm asking for our collective guidance here as we move forward through this cycle ahead, pulling from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, which I also pulled from this morning when I did my Monday morning vibe check live over on Substack. So I love that all of them are different, but really building on one another. So first and foremost, I love that the first two cards I pulled for this collective reading for this full moon in Aries have very fiery colors. So our first is sacral chakra. So the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. There is this energy that is here for us right now. And I would love if anyone does end up wanting to share in the comments anything that came through in the meditation, anything that you are working towards, that you are claiming, that you are calling in. I'd love to hear it. But this card is really about sinking that in all the way into our creative center of the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is our seat of creativity and of passion and of sexuality, which is related to fire energy, even though the sacral is typically associated with water. And I love that too, because I have been really having this reclamation in my relationship with my priestess vows to Brigid, which long story, but she is a water and fire goddess. So I'm just noticing the synchronicities there. This is a time for you to really call in that creative potential of the fire energy. This full moon is really wanting us to uh, go big, go big or go home. I was reading just as I generally am kind of attuning into what the collective is saying and feeling about these things. I was really seeing this like this is a cosmic spotlight moment. It's a little bit of a shakeup. This full moon in Aries is meant to call us into bigger, bolder energy. So follow that, which goes hand in hand with our second card here, the Passion card. So, wow, just what bold colors on this one. And it says the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long lasting wisdom fill us up. So, our passion, and I've had a lot of conversations. Not everyone likes the word passion because it comes with certain connotations, but in truth, our passion is what we're willing to die for. It's what we're willing to fight for. And it also is our purpose in a way, right? Or it can be. It's related to how we are really finding meaning and making creative power and potency through what lights us up and through the juicy challenges of life experiences that we go through. So again, from the chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So there's so much here. Pay attention to what's in your life right now that really feels like I want more of this. This is moving me forward. This is lighting me up. This feels abundant. And co-create that with that sacral energy. And how do we know? Our final card here is discernment. So, how do we know what to follow? We use our discernment. We sit a little while, we breathe, we be, we allow it to be in our body, we allow it to be in our mind, we allow it to be in our emotions, our other sensations, to feel spiritually connected to our highest selves, to connect with our team so we can have discernment. And this says the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. And this compassion theme has been coming up so much for me in my collective readings recently and a lot of my writing. The discernment of what is compassionate to us is so important because we cannot be compassionate to others if it's damaging to us. Compassion has to go both ways. And that's part of our discernment process. That might be even towards a project or a work situation, a relationship. an idea that we have, a cause. We need to have discernment that it is ours to do and that it's compassionate for everyone involved. So, that is the collective scoop here, the reading for today. And as we wind down our time today for this full moon in Aries, I just want to remind you of how you can continue to follow along. So, if you want to sign up for these monthly moon ceremony email reminders, you can head over to safrianna.com/moon. Heads up, we've been doing a lot of back end work, and the website has been deeply overhauled since last you may have visited it. And if it is your first time, well, let me know what you think. But it's definitely been a time of change over there. Hopefully, you can still navigate everything well. But I would love to have you along for the ride of these moon ceremonies. And like I said earlier, a little bit of housekeeping. Because Dr. Melissa Bird and I have decided to do our seasonal shenanigans year round and are literally about to launch an 8-day event. I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. Uh, some of our ceremonies for the Wheel of the Year happen to fall on full moons or new moons. So if there will not be a ceremony, that will also be reflected on the email reminders, and that way you know you're not like waiting on that moon call for that month and wondering where the heck it is. You can sign up and you will know. And so yeah, on that note, I want to just tell you about some exciting things coming up, and of course, encourage you to reach out and share anything that you got out of this ceremony, out of the meditation. But I'm just so excited to be diving into having more opportunities to connect with you all in groups, to have some private workshop experiences and opportunities for deeper learning. And one of the number one things I'm so excited for that's coming up is the 8 days of revolutionary awakening between the veils. This is a paid event, but you can actually, if you're watching this moon ceremony right now and you really want to participate in most of it for free, you can, because we will be doing 6 days of lives here on YouTube for somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour on our topic of each day. And it will be available while we're streaming live. Then it's going to be private for our paid cohort, and they will also get access to our Zoom ritual, which is a 90-minute Samhain ritual. So if you want to actually like come be in the energy, this 8 days event is a really exciting way to deepen your spiritual practice, to decolonize your spiritual practice, to look at some of the ways that society's gender norming and just BS stories are messing with your spiritual flow. So you can find all of the details about that over at safrianna.com/8 days. So I love you all so much. I hope that this is nourishing for you, having these times to drop in. And if you'd like to make a love offering, you can do so on my website. Otherwise, these will continue and be maintained as my free event, so that we can all gather and have these moments to attune to the energy that is, to drop into ourselves, to breathe, to be, to slow down, because gosh, we need it, but also in a nice little bite-sized piece, because I know we are all just too busy in these modern flows of life to, unless we're living a Buddhist monk lifestyle, which really does sound nice, or Druid hut in the woods. That's my dream. But most of us are dealing with emails and notifications and 50 events to go to. So I really hope that these moon ceremonies are something that's bite-sized, doable, free, so you always have the opportunity to tune in spiritually once or twice a month. So until next time, my friends, I'm Safrianna Lughna, the Queer Spirit Guide. You can always reach out to me via email, on my website, schedule a 15-minute call, whatever. I am here for you. And I will see you next time for our new moon. Bye for now, my friends.